Day 5 of showing up. Do you ever think about your why? Why you do what you do? I think about that a lot. And I used to think, when I was younger, I used to think, I just have a why and I'd stick with that for the rest of my life. And, then I found that as I got older and, matured and experienced more life, that my why um, evolved. And I will say that you can have more than one why. You should have more than one why. It's very healthy too. Um, I have, multiple whys in my life and they're many of them are mutually exclusive. They're not just clumped into one bucket and this is irritating me. And so, I always think about that. Like I never thought, when 20 years ago, my why was totally different. Like even the reason, let's take my business for example, even the reason that I started my business, the why I started my business is completely different than the why that I operate my business now. Um, and like I said, that's healthy. And it's something that I think about all the time. I used to feel, I wouldn't say guilty, but just probably confused. Like, does it, if my why changes, then does that mean that I'm like, you know, that I don't have a purpose or something like that? I don't know what I was thinking, but I realized that as you grow and as you mature, your why often changes. As different circumstances happen in your why changes. But I know mine did. But I am curious, like, do you have a why? What is your why? And has it stayed the same or has it evolved over the years? And I guess when you're younger, you have a why and it stays the same, but you develop new whys um, that add to your list of whys as you get older. Hope that makes sense. I'm thinking about this, but that's what I think about. What's your why, or what are your whys? Um, I think about that quite often. Uh, Thanks. See you tomorrow.